how to study a language if you don't have that much discipline. And so in this video, I'm going to explain to you this in specific and how to actually do something about this, because there's not that much people that talk about this topic. Well, I'm Ivan. I've been studying English for 4 years, Japanese for 2 years, and recently I've started learning German too. And because I'm also a college athlete, I consider myself a disciplined person, and I want to help people who are not disciplined to be disciplined through the learning of a language. And so the first point that we're going to be talking about is you need a better environment. So what do I mean by this? If you don't have a good environment, of course, you are not going to be able to study. And so imagine if you did try to study in a house of literally like with pure flames. If you try to study in a house with pure flames, of course, you will not be able to study. And so I'm going to tell you something that happened to me in my first week of learning German. So in my first week of learning German, I literally said to my uncle, give me some money because I need money to do this thing. And so, of course, I'm going to give the money back again to my uncle. And so, what did he do? Of course, I gave the money back. But the days I didn't I wasn't literally making money to give the money back to my uncle. What happened is that I had that thought again and again and again and again in my head. And so, because this happened, do you think I actually was efficient in my study? Of course, I wasn't efficient. Why? Because literally the only thought that I had is literally, bro, I need to study Japanese. I need to improve at my English. I need to study German. And also, I have to work because I have to pay to my uncle. Okay, and so literally, this will be the perfect example of a house in flames, because literally, you can't study when you have so much things distracting you. Okay, and so that's the first point. The second point is that you actually are not really that undisciplined. It's just that you don't really know how to manage your brain points. And so I'm going to explain to you really simply what is a brain point. A brain point is an energy that you start with in your day. And so let's say that you wake up and you pick the clothing that you're going to use for your university, and then you start scrolling. Then literally, if you start the day with 100 brain points, then that's going to be 20 brain points less. And so let's say that you need 50 brain points in order to basically be able to study efficiently Japanese. Well, now you have 80 brain points. You just say, okay, I'm left with, I have like 30 brain points left in which I can literally waste my time. But then you eat food, right? You eat your breakfast, and because you eat your breakfast, you are now digesting, and so that's like literally 15 points less, right? Now, when you have those 15 points less, you don't want to do anything, right? And so you start playing some video games, and that's literally 20 brain points less. Now you have 45, and now you can't study Japanese. Well, that's what happens to you. You basically don't manage your brain points, right? And so what I will tell you is wake up. The thing I literally do right now is I wake up, I literally sit in a blue seat that I have right here, a blue chair that I have right here, and I meditate for 20 minutes. After I meditate for 20 minutes, I literally brush my teeth, take a bath, do like 20 push-ups, more or less, 20 push-ups, 30 push-ups, and I start learning German. And for 2 hours, more or less. After those 2 hours, you can take a break of like 20 to 30 minutes, and believe me, you will be able to not procrastinate. And one of the things that you need to have in mind here is that you don't have to eat anything during this time. These are like your sacred hours. And please, if you can, wake up actually kind of early. I'm not going to tell you to wake up like 5 or 4. Right now, I'm waking up at 5. But I'm going to tell you, wake up kind of early, at least at 6, at least at 7. And at least in that time, your parents are probably asleep. Right? Your parents are probably asleep. Your brother is asleep. Your sister is asleep. And because of this, they will not distract you, which is another thing. If you study in a house in which everyone is distracting you, of course, it will be kind of difficult to study, right? But if you wake up before they wake up, right? Before your parents wake up, before your sister wakes up, it will be much more easier to study. And so that's how you basically study without that discipline. And after you do this for a couple of months, right, you will become the type of person who enjoys doing hard things. And that's when you enjoy doing actually more disciplined things, like, I don't know, studying for 4 hours in language, studying two languages at the same time, which is the thing that I'm doing right now. Because I don't know, like, I was doing just Japanese, but like it got to a point in which it was kind of simple. It was kind of like not hard to study Japanese, and so I wanted some other challenge, right? And so that's basically the person that you need to become to in order to basically study language efficiently and actually enjoy the process. So thank you. Bye. Subscribe, leave a like, all of those things. Ciao.